All right, guys. We are going to continue our Hoover smartwash. Uh, well, it's more like it's the belt gear replacement. What we're doing, the last episode we did with this Hoover smartwash, right? We found out that the gear was the problem. It was the belt got messed up as a result, but the gear was the starting the thing that started everything. Okay, really. So let me kind of explain what happened with this. Now this is the belt, okay, and if you notice the belt is kind of eaten up a little bit. So that's you can't use this belt anymore. All right. Let's switch to the overhead and so you guys can see a little bit better what's happening here. All right. So, but the reason why the belt got eaten up like this is because, and if you notice when it comes to geared belts, by the way, there's a threading on the inside. Okay, so a lot of times they'll call this, oh my gosh, what's the name? It's not paper belt. Anyway, geared belt, all right. But this material, because the geared belts have kind of like a woven material on the inside of it, okay. So it doesn't just break like like rubber regular flat belts. So most of the time, you may think that it's the gear. I mean, it's the belt. I'm sorry, my apology. But sometimes the gear is the one that, or the brush is the one that caused the belt to even have a problem. So I've seen people replace the belt, and then it happened again because they never checked to see if the brush moving freely. Now in this case, when we checked the brushes, they were moving freely. Okay, all right, and this section of the brush seemed fine. Okay. We did the other one. Okay. The same thing for vacuums, by the way. Okay. Now this, moves freely. So, all right, you say, all right, well then it's not the brush. Then what is it? Now in this case, it was the gear. Okay. Now if you notice, let's take a look at it. Now you have this is the last gear. Let's call this the last gear, because this goes to the motor. This goes from, you see this motor belt right here. Okay. So this will attach to here. Okay. So the motor drives this first gear. The first gear now drives the second gear. Now the second gear works. Okay, you can kind of rotate. You see that? Now the third, this section right here, this is more like a tensioner or another, just a guide maybe. Okay, so this is working. But then when we got to the end, this gear doesn't move at all. This is frozen. I believe it got melted. The plastic inside this section here also kind of got melted and hardened. So now, just like this can move freely, this can't. You can't. I'm using all my strength and I can't move this. So this is the problem. So the solution is we need to replace that gear. Okay, what I'm gonna show you quickly is how to put the gear on. But if you are lucky enough to buy a gear with the belt already attached, you're good to go. But if not, and you have to buy the belt separately, what you do is you put the belt around the motor connected gear, right? The one that connects to the motor. You put it on the first gear, or the last gear, right? The last gear, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth gear. And because this is the first, this is in the front. And then you go over this third one, go under the second one, go over the first one like that, and then this one is all the way to here. So that's how you would retread this, okay? So now, to get this on, what you would do is remove the 2 screws from here, from the motor, from this end of the motor, okay? So this way it has a little bit of flexibility. Now, ideally, maybe you want to remove all of the screws so you can kind of move the motor totally out the way, but if you can manage it, just do it like that, okay? And then you can kind of get this in there. No, I did it backwards. Okay, let's do it again. All right, do it this way. These are facing on the inside. These 2 gears are facing on the inside because of the brush. All right, anyway, And you can kind of roll it and kind of, you know, like maneuver your way to get the belt on there, if you can do it that way. If not, then just take all the screws out. But I was able to kind of maneuver it until I get it on there. Okay. Now if you notice these two posts right here, let me see if you can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it properly, but this little thing that sticks out right here, there are two holes here and in the back. All right, can I push this back some so you can see it? Maybe I can. Let me see if I can move the camera a little bit. Okay, so there's one here. See that? And there's one in this section here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to just fit your gear setup in there, right? So now they're secured. Okay. And after you get that in there and make sure they're in nice and secure and snug like a bug in a rug, right? Now you didn't have to remove this, but actually you did. You did to get that out. So then you can pop this back in here because you're gonna have to put a screw back onto here, okay? And then you put the screws back in, and after that you just put all the screws back in. And what you would have is here it is. This guy is in here, and this guy is in here, okay? And now everybody is communicating and working together. So I'm gonna make sure that everything is snug properly, you know, before I put the screws in, because you don't want anything to be off, because if anything is off alignment, then you're going to have that problem again, okay? If anything goes out of alignment out of here, you're going to eventually develop enough friction where this section would melt. So you have to make sure everything is really aligned properly. There's creases in here, so you have to make sure that the creases line up. If you notice, mine just looks a little bit off. So, you know, I'm just going to make sure that's all done before I really put my screws in, okay? All right? But that's really it, guys. That's how you would change this out. Okay, so you give yourself a little bit of flexibility by removing these two screws, wiggle everything in the way it's supposed to be, make sure everything is lined up, and then from there you can continue going. But unfortunately, you can't buy this gear piece here right now, at least to my knowledge, brand new. You may be able to go to Amazon or eBay, and maybe someone is selling parts off the machine that's still working. I was lucky enough to get this one on eBay. Okay, but to my understanding, I'll double check. Okay, I'll double check. I don't want to say for sure, but